This Logbait spam deck is one of the best decks in the game for applying This Logbait spam deck is one of the best decks in the game for applying insane pressure up both lanes and pulling elixir out of your opponent, putting them under so much pressure they don't even know what to do. So today we're going to be hopping in, showing this deck off and seeing the kind of damage we can do. Let's hop straight into it. And we are hopping straight into the first game here. It is the first day of the brand new season with the Evolution Furnace coming out, which is very interesting. Let me know down below if any of you guys have used it, what you guys think of it, or what do you think of Furnace being reworked full stop? I think I should give it a try on maybe tomorrow's video or the next video I make. We'll give it a go and see what it's like. I don't have the Evolution, to be honest, because I am free to play, but I definitely should give it a go, or if any of you guys have gave it a go, let me know what it's like, because I'm very intrigued to see how it works. Now, let's talk a bit more about the deck that we are using today. So we're using this spam deck. Kind of takes the elements of Logbait. We all know Logbait. It's been around for longer than I can remember. So we just kind of took it and turned it up a notch, made it really, really broken. And yeah, we're going to see the kind of damage we can do whenever we can spam all the cards we like. Now, let's go for the log here just to defend this, and we're going for the knight on top of the guards. We're going to get one guard on the tower. I'm going to Ice Spirit him because he will do a lot more damage than I really care to have if we just leave him there unattended. So we defend that all pretty well. We'll take one or two shots off the bowler here. Not the most ideal, but definitely could be worse. And we do get two shots with the princess up the left lane. So, it didn't work out the worst for us in the long run. I'm going to Goblin Gang here on top of his witch. He did go for his arrows, so he's out of cycle with that. So we could really get something going with our Goblin Barrel here. He's hitting the early good game, so he's feeling confident about the game at hand. But we're going to turn that around, boys. Don't you worry one bit. So what can we do? We're going to take Patient for now. Going to go Dark Goblin in the back, and then we're going to go for a Julian attack here. So we'll save up. Dark Goblin goes in, and then we go in for Knight. We go in for the Goblin Barrel Evolution, hitting that up the right side. And the left side we get a little bit of tanking in with that Knight. And then our Dark Goblin's going to get in, do a bit of damage. Maybe not all as much as we would have liked, but it evens out the game a bit more. We both have a good bit of damage on both of our towers. And him obviously slightly more in this situation. Let's go for the Ice Spirit here in the center. We're going for the Dark Goblin, wait for the bowler to get onto that Ice Spirit. And then we go for our Knight here in front. And he is out of his arrows right now, so we can push in here with our Goblin Barrel. Get a bit aggressive. He goes to the bowler, but we still get a little bit of damage done, which is going to be quite nice for us here. Okay, hit the Ice Spear here. Take out the minions. Keep the princess alive for as long as we can. We're going to go for the High Knight, and then we're going to go for the Dark Goblin here. Might have been a bit of a bad Dark Goblin. I didn't really mean to go for it so high, but I think we actually turned this around, keep it pretty nicely. Going for Cannon here to keep the Dark Goblin and the princess both alive, and then we go for our Goblin Barrel here up the left side. Bit of a bad placement from us, we would have definitely could have did that better, but we do get so much damage off with the Dark Goblin. Really, really nice, we love to see that. Go for the Knight here late, keep the princess alive, and then we're not going to go for another one in the middle just yet. We're going to go for Princess here in the back right to defend the minions, along with an Ice Spear. Clean that up, and then we go for a Dark Goblin here, down slightly low. He goes in for his Snowball, and then we just hit the log. He might get a little bit of damage off on us here, and we need to clean this up pretty quickly, because this will do a lot of damage. Now we do manage to get the redirect there, which is quite good for us. And let's go for the Goblin Barrel Evo here. I'm going to go for my Goblin Gang as well up this left lane, and hopefully we can get some damage off on the tower. And are we going to take that? Yes, we do. He hit the early GG, but we get the win no matter what. Okay, and we are back for game number 2 against Mr. Abdullah here from No Clan. We always get sketchy when we see No Clan because it's typically always someone that's super toxic. In this case, we're going to see a very interesting Sparky coming down. So, we're expecting Sparky Goblin Giant here. He goes to the E-Wiz as well, so we have that kind of in the back of our minds. He doesn't go in for the Goblin Giant in front, so we can just surround this with the Goblin Gang, take that out pretty easily. No stress put on us at all. And he goes in for a log. Now, excuse me. That is going to get a hit off. I definitely could have defended that, but I was too distracted. And now he's in for a Mega Knight, so we're up against a Menace here. And whenever we're playing against a Menace deck, the last thing we want to do is to give them free Sparky hits. And that is unfortunately what we have done in this situation. We go for my Knight, and then we're going to go for the Goblin Gang here on top of the Prince. Bit of a bad placement because the Mega Knight just kind of hit it as well. But we get there in the end nonetheless. We're going to go for a Princess here on the tower, and that surely doesn't get... Okay, that's not nice. Okay, let's go for the log here. and we're going to lose both of our cards. Log wasn't quick enough. But we can go for our Goblin Barrel Ice Spirit and hopefully get a bit more damage off on this tower. And he goes to the E-Wiz on the wrong side, so that one Goblin's going to last a little bit longer, which is nice. I actually might just eat this Electro Wizard. To be honest, we have nothing to really lose by doing so. All his damage up the left side, so we can get a little bit of elixir back on him here. I think we're in a pretty bad position in this game so far. Maybe been a little bit outplayed, I dare say, by the Sparky Mega Knight player. Oh no, that was... that's not what you want to see. That's really not what you want to see. Let's go for our Knight down low and see what we can kind of get going here. Yeah, not a great situation for us right now, but I'm sure we can pull it back. We're going to go Princess here up the left lane, just to switch up the pressure a little bit and take away from how much he can just back up his Sparky and decimate us that way. The shot should come off before it stops, so that will eat a little bit of damage, but yeah, we're definitely in a bit of a struggle. We need to lock in here, so let's go for the Ice Spear here in the center, get that to jump on, then we go for the Knight. We're going to hit the log onto the Wizard. Might not have... Oh, wait, why, how is that connecting? What is that? What do you mean? Okay, we're still in the game somehow. We definitely could still bring this back. It might be a bit difficult for us, but we're still here or there. So let's go for our Ice Spirit here. Didn't need to go for the Ice Spirit at all, actually. Let's go for the Princess, just over to the right onto the left lane, and then that should come back and hit. Yes, it will. And then we'll go for the Knight here into the center. Okay, cool. Now let's go for the Dark Goblin, Goblin Gang Dark Goblin up the left side. He's going to go E-Wiz. Yeah, of course he is. We need to spam some of these things because we don't really have the depth to be taking our time with this. Okay. We go for the Princess here, and then I'll go for the Knight in the center, and then there's a P.E.K.K.A. Is this what mid ladder's like? Do we just have to deal with this? And it's just kind of like, what do we do about it? We have no cards to deal with it. We're just in such an awkward position here. Okay, so we go for the Goblin Gang here over onto the left side. We managed to defend this. We go for the log onto the Wizard, take that down without any problems. And then we go for our Knight in front. That's going to get caught out, of course it is, why wouldn't it? And the Mega Knight's going to come in. We should clean that up, no problems. I'm going for the cannon here, actually. Oh, please. Come on, right, we keep something alive, surely. Nice, okay. Now we're going to go Princess here up the left lane. And he will have to invest something into that side then. And then we're going to go for the Knight on top of that. We'll go for our Goblin Barrel Evo now. So we're going to go for our, like this. Goblin Gang plus the main barrel up the right side. Then we have the Knight on the left side defending. He goes in for a misplayed log. We can get the Dark Goblin going in here up the left side really quick. We're going to go for the pre-log. Not quick enough, unfortunately. Okay. Let's go for the Knight here in the center. We'll go for the cannon as well. I'll apply a bit more DPS. We're going to go for the Ice Spear plus the log onto the Wizard. Cool. And then we go for our Princess. And nice, we take the win. I didn't even realize we were taking that right tower. Let's go. Let's hop straight into the third game. And we are back for the third and final game after a pretty nice win. Just a lot of spam, to be honest. I won without even realizing I was attacking, which was quite interesting. Gonna go for Dark Goblin here up the right lane. We'll go for Princess up the left just to apply a bit of pressure up both sides. He goes in for Tornado, so that's good, something that's worth noting for our Goblin Barrels. You know, we don't want to get caught out going for a Goblin Barrel that's in a bad placement. He can Tornado onto tower, and then we've King Tower activated, because when you're running any kind of Logbait deck, King Tower activation can be the difference in you winning and losing, because it's obviously King Tower activation is always really good. You always want to try and get your King Tower activated, not let them get theirs activated. Oh, that's not good for me. Oh, that's very not good for me. Okay, interesting. Yeah, let's just let that go, and let's put it down as a lesson. Okay, he is playing Lumberloon Freeze with the Bowler. Definitely not a deck that we enjoy playing against. This is quite painful in this video today. Maybe I should make videos on the first day of the season, because this is absolutely menacing. And can we get a second hit? We do get a second hit off. We're going to go for the Knight here just to eat the Baby Dragon. Probably could have just let it go, honestly. Baby Dragon doesn't do that much damage, and we could have got a little bit more elixir, but we do manage to pull out his Inferno Dragon, which, yeah, I mean, what else we expect to see out of a deck like this so far? Okay, let's go for Goblin Barrel here up the right side. Probably pull out that Bowler, or else he's going to activate King Tower, isn't he? No, okay. We get away with it. I just realized my mistake after I placed it. We kind of need to go for the placement over on the left. Okay, we go for the Ice Spear, we go for the Cannon, we go for the Dark Goblin here. Nice, and that should clean all that up, I hope. unless he goes for the freeze, which he probably will. And yes, he's going to go for the freeze. Of course he is. Why wouldn't he? Okay, let's go in front of the Dark Goblin with the Evo Knight. And the Dark Goblin's going to run by him, is he? Okay, he's just too speedy for us. Okay, let's go for this. We're going to get the Ice Spear going up the right side here. Try and reset that and make it last a little bit longer, but it's not going to work too well. We go for the Goblin Gang and then the Princess down low. Now, this is definitely a bad matchup for us right now. Yeah, we need to do more here, to be honest. Let's go for the Ice Spear, and the Evo Lumberjack is just on our tower. Even better for us. We're going to go for the bar or the Goblin Bar here up the right side. Not going to get a whole lot done. Okay, how can we come at this, boys? We need to get one big attack going really quickly here. So we're going to go for the Knights onto the Bowler. Keep our spam cards alive. And we go for the Spirit. We're going to go for the Barrel and the Goblin Gang here up the right side. Hopefully we can get something going. Let's go in for a Dark Goblin here up the left. There are 2 Dark Goblins on the tower. He goes in for the freeze. And we lose this one, unfortunately. But that's 2 in 1. We take it as it is. So yes, unfortunately we did take that last loss there. But, you know, you guys know how we do it. We show our losses on this channel. And that is what I'll do. So, yeah, I mean, it could have been worse. It could have been better. We did get 2 in 1 with a pretty nice middle game. Showing off quite a lot of spam and what kind of abilities this deck has. You definitely could have won that last game if we were just a little better. I think the freeze just took us so by surprise. It was difficult. But nonetheless, boys, I hope you did enjoy. And if you did, do be sure to like, hit that subscribe. And I'll see you all in the next one. Peace.